Alright, Shalom, Yasharala. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bashem Shai, Rakak Kodash, okay, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and mercy and salutations to you, brothers that are doing the work of Yahweh Bashem Shai throughout the four corners of the earth in sincerity and in truth, alright? I want to do a video here on the topic, that these Christians claim to be saved already. Okay, now the scriptures talk about if you endure unto the end, then you will be saved. Okay, meaning that there's some things that you have to go through in order to be delivered. Okay, from all the hell that is about to basically overtake the earth. Okay, but there's no such thing as we're already saved. Okay, the elect, on the other hand, are saved, but we don't know who the elect are. Okay, like we can basically say Lord willing that we're part of the elect, but realistically we don't know who the elect are, until you do the work of Yahweh Shemashah, until you get delivered, then you are a part of the elect. Okay, but until then, we're to say, Lord's will that we will be delivered. Okay, because these Christians, they already say that they're saved, man. Okay, here, they are, I'm disobeying the Lord, committing adultery, doing everything against the Lord Yahweh Shai. But as long as they go to church on Sundays, then they're already saved and they're good to go. Okay, the scriptures does not talk about that, man. Okay, there's no such things in the scriptures. But I have a lot of precepts, that I want to bring out to show you that the things that are gonna come. Okay, because if you say that you're already saved, what are you saved from? Okay, and if you save from the destruction, the destruction has not come yet, man. So what are you saved from? But I have a few precepts that I want to bring out here. The first one, very basic, sticking to the basics, is in the book of Matthew. This is in the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. Now when you read Matthew, chapter 24, 1, all the way down to verse 3, I believe, basically the disciples were asking the Lord, how are we going to know the end of the world, roughly paraphrasing. And the Lord pretty much, told him that these things are going to happen, for you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars and pestilence in diverse places and so on and on. So basically chaos is going to happen, and that's how you know that the time is short and that I will return. That's how the Lord Yahweh was talking to the disciples. And then in verse 13 it said, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So basically telling the disciples that if you endure unto the end, you will be delivered. So showing you that it was not a guarantee that they were saved before all these things happened, man. Okay, you Christians already claim to be saved, but all hell did not break loose yet, man. Okay, so how is that so? That's just a doctrine that you guys come up with to basically, I'ma push out your liberty to do whatever the hell you want out there, man. Okay, which is false, man. But another scripture that I'm going to in the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 13. Let's start from verse 29. It says, behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth. Okay, so there's going to come to a time when the Most High is going to deliver them, that dwell upon the earth. Now, who's it talking about? It's not talking about everybody. It's talking about the elected of the children of Israel, the 144,000 and the 1/3. Okay, and it says, verse 30, and he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell upon the earth. That's right, man. And one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another. And the time shall be when these things shall come to pass, and the sign shall happen which I showed thee before, and then shall my son be declared, whom thou sawest as a man ascending. Okay, so basically, telling him that, telling Esdras that, people are gonna fight against, people are gonna fight against each other. Okay, one city, one realm, and so on and on. And then Yahweh Shai, my son is going to, to declare himself. He's gonna come back. In other words, okay. And it says, and when all the people hear his voice, every man shall in their own land leave the battle they have won against another, and an innumerable multitude shall be gathered together, as thou sawest them willing to come and to overcome him by fighting. So basically, while everybody's fighting against each other, when they see Yahushua return, they're gonna basically, they're gonna get together, all of them who are fighting against each other, okay, and then they're all gonna try to take Yahushua down, man. Okay, so these things, before you get delivered, this thing's gonna happen, man. Okay, and it says, verse 35, but he shall stand upon the top of the Mount Zion, and Zion shall come, and shall be showed to all men, being prepared and builded, like as thou sawest the hill graven without hands. And this, my son, shall rebuke the wicked inventions of those nations which for their wicked life are fallen into the tempest, and shall lay before them their evil thoughts, and the torments wherewith they shall begin to be tormented, which are like unto a flame, and he shall destroy them without labor by the law, which is like unto fire. Okay, so basically, verse 29 told you that there's going to come to a time when the Lord's going to deliver them that are upon the earth, and then it goes and it tells you all of these things, all of these chaos that were to partake before Yahushua returns, man. Okay, so you're not saved until all of these things happen, man. Okay, we're not saved. We just gotta say Lord's will, that we're part of the elect, that we will be delivered, man. Okay, because we have to work out our own salvation. Here, it is, you got these Christians who don't do shit, they don't go out there in the houses and the byways, okay? All they say is, I have faith, and that's it, man. But the scripture says, show me your faith by your works, man. If you got faith, your works prove your faith, man. You can't be sitting there on the couch all day saying, I have faith that I'm going to find a job. You got to go out there and search for a job, man, and pray to the Lord, man, and then the Lord will, deliver you that job, But you got people who would do that shit, and that's the exact same examples with these Christians. They just have faith and that's it, okay? But they don't want to do, they don't want to. They do not want to do the work, okay? But then yet, on the same breath, they want to say that they're saved already, man. Okay, that's a bunch of bullshit, man. Okay, I've got another scripture. This is in the book of 1 Peter. This is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 4, verse 8. So like in 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 18. And it says, but if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? Okay, so basically telling you that if the righteous scarcely, meaning that in the last minute, okay, if they're scarcely saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinners appear? So how much more are the ungodly and the sinners, man? Okay, if the righteous will be scarcely saved, meaning as in the last very minute they're going to be delivered out of the hell, man. Okay, when you think you're about to die and give up the ghost, that's when the Lord's going to deliver you, man. Okay, so how much more them, that are not, in one agreement with Yahweh Shai. Okay, so these are scriptures to show you that it's not that easy, man. You Christians make it seem like it's an easy thing, man. All you have to do is just believe on Jesus Christ, go to church, and you will be delivered, and that's it, man. Not knowing, all the hell that Yahushua, who you call Jesus Christ, went through in order for us to be delivered, and then you think that it's just going to be that easy, man. Okay, the scripture says that the servant is not greater than his master. So if who you call Jesus Christ, if the Lord went through a lot of hell, okay, how much more us, man? Okay, if he himself went through all of that hell, to basically, I'm gonna die, for the sins of the children of Israel, okay, and the scripture says that the servant is not greater than his master, meaning that we will also go through the hell that the Lord Yahushua went through, man. Okay, in order for us to work out our salvation, man. Okay, it's not gonna be that easy, man. But you Christians like to make a doctrine you know, to basically make it sweet, you know, to fill up your belly with it, man. Okay, the scriptures talk about the sweet and the bitter, man. Okay, and this is the book of Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 8 verse 20. The harvest is past, the summer is ended, and we are not saved. That's the point, man. Okay, the harvest is past, the summer is ended, and we are not saved. You know, and it's not happening today, man. Okay, so we're not, you know, so we're not saved yet, man. But we gotta hope for it, man. That's why the scripture says, you know, with everything that you do, you have to say Lord's will, man, because you do not have that power to do whatever the hell you want. It's all according to Yahweh Shai. Okay. Last scripture I want to bring out is in the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 10, aside from verse 12. It says, "For we dare not make ourselves of the number, or compare ourselves with that." So like, for we dare not make ourselves of the number, or compare ourselves with some that commend themselves. But they, measuring themselves by themselves and comparing themselves among themselves, are not wise. Okay, so, you know, we can't make ourselves of that number, man. So we just have to wish and hope. Okay, but not just hope, but we gotta work for it, man. Okay, you know, and pray to Yahweh Shai and say Lord's will, Yahweh Shai Rataza, in the Hebrew, Lord's will, that we are a part of the elect, man. Okay, verse 13. But we will not boast of things without our measure, but according to the measure of the rule which Yahweh Shai had distributed to us, a measure to reach even unto you. That's right, man. And it says, verse 14, "For we stretch not ourselves beyond our measure, as though we reach not unto you, for we are come as far as you also in preaching in gospel of Yahweh Shai, okay, Mashiach." Okay, but I just wanted to bring out those scriptures, you know, to basically prove to you that, you know, and we all know, man. Okay, you know, just like, you know, as we see in the media today, you know, as we see the condition and, you know, and the state that this world is in, you know, all hell is could break loose any moment, man. Okay, so you Christians, you know, who like to say that you're saved already, that's not so, man. Okay, the men of the Lord are out there busting their asses, you know, battling with the elements and, you know, these demons on the common boards. You know, all of that is a part of, you know, our salvation, man. You know, that's how we will be delivered. We have to go through that, man. You know, that's that hellfire that the scriptures talks about, man. Okay, and then physically, you know, after the missiles drop, okay, before the missiles drop, the elect will be delivered, man. Okay, but I want to, you know, give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace to you, brothers, man. Until next time, shalom.